Check, check, check. Let's go Nuggets. Welcome to the end of a beautiful game. A comeback, if you will. Many of which have happened this year. But I believe Denver is down by 18, if I'm not mistaken. And they decided to say, we want to win streak 2. So they almost finished it off at the end of regulation, but then went in overtime and dominated. What a beautiful game. Denver now goes to 51 and 28, I believe. And that puts them in third place, assuming the Lakers lose tomorrow to OKC. Then Denver will officially be in third. If for some reason LA decides to beat OKC, which I don't know if they are able to decide that, they will remain tied with us and have the tiebreaker. But you never know. What do we have? 3 games left. Next game against Memphis, that would make it straight. You don't want to curse it, so you don't say it. And that almost happened tonight. The freaking commentator's curse was thick. The guys on altitude were like, Denver's won, I don't know what it was, 17 straight? Something ridiculous. 18 straight at Ball Arena against Portland? And that is in jeopardy. They literally brought it up like 3 times. I'm like, shut the hell up. Wait till you're done. So now the game's over. You'd be like, guess what? Denver has a 19-game win streak at Ball Arena against Portland because Portlandia is a fucking shithole full of a bunch of nut jobs that don't know how to run their city, and their basketball team sucks. Although I was a big fan of Clyde Drexler and Clyde the Glide, but that was probably before Portland was too woke for their own good. But Portlandia, beautiful show. Anyway, I just love beating Portland. At first, I was thinking this show is going to be all about hating on Portland. I can't stand Kamaru and Avdija. He's so annoying. And then this guy and that guy. And Kamaru is the worst, right? It never fails. When Denver's playing a shitty team, they have to have somebody have a career night. And not only did Kamaru have a career night with 9 3-pointers, I think he was like 9 for 8. He made so many, he made more than he took. That's kind of funny. Anyway, the fucking team scored, I don't know, 29 3-pointer, 24 3-pointers for their franchise single game record for number of threes. Can you believe that? They did have one in overtime, so that kind of skews things. But fuck you, Portland. And great job to the player of the game, not this guy. I found this today in my bag while I was practicing. Not basketball, but track. This old man's too old for that. But we had to go Joker tonight. I didn't have my Murray jersey, and maybe that's why Jamal's been off a little lately. I'm going to have to throw the Jamal jersey on for Memphis, see if he puts up 40. Puts up 40 in 3 quarters and then sits the 4th. That would be great. Memphis is definitely going to be tanking, you would think, although those motherfuckers are the ones that beat us last, right? 9 games ago, we were coming off a loss to Memphis. Had we won that game, this would be already a 12-game win streak on the way to 15. However, after that loss, actually, we can pull that up today because that wouldn't be a bad idea. We pull that up. I'm going to go back to that show that I did on whoever we played after Memphis. And I said, great win. This is the first of 12. First of 12, and it'll be the first 10-plus game win streak of Jokic's career, which officially, this 9th win ties the longest win streak in Jokic's career. So a little win over tanking Memphis in 2 nights, would be Wednesday, would be beautiful in multiple reasons. Because it would probably solidify us in 3rd. OKC and San Antonio will be locked down in their 1 and 2 spots, I believe, because San Antonio's 3 games back. They do have the tiebreaker, but I mean, they only have 3 or 4 games left. So I don't know what San Antonio did. We're going to have to check that out here in a minute. Go ahead and leave some comments. Let me know what you want to talk about in terms of the Denver Nuggets whooping up on the lowly Portland Trailblazers, who now dropped to 9th place in the Western Conference and will definitely be battling for their lives. I guess in 9th, your first game's at home, isn't it? 10 plays 9 at home, and the winner plays on the road. You have to win 2 games to get in if you're in 9th. But the Clippers are only 1 game, so they may have a chance. You never know. I would love to see like the Clippers, not Portland, because OKC is not going to, it's whoever makes it out of the play-in into 8th. At this point, let's pull it up. We got to see. Go to share screen and pick your tab and go back to the same tab, live Evu fix that, and here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see that we are trying to make it bigger, but we're on the wrong page. Here we go. Look at us. There we go. Now we can all see it. Let's have a look. Wow, the Lakers have clinched the what? Oh, their division. Fuck you. That's funny. Nuggets, no division because the Thunder are in our division. W9. Denver's got the biggest W streak on the board. W6 Rockets? What? W5 Thunder? Fuck all. So, I believe the Spurs played today, and Wemby got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. And they did win against the 76ers, but from what I saw, Wemby took a rib injury. A rib contusion, I think. So he may be out for the rest of the year as a precautionary resting mechanism. The Spurs have to play the Blazers next, so maybe the Blazers will take it to them. Then they got the Mavericks, then they got the Nuggets. And I would assume that they will not need to win that game because they have 3 games left, and they are now +2.5 back. Oh, because they got the win. But +2 -3. Okay, so if the Thunder win tomorrow against LA will drop to 29 wins. That'll almost tie them with the Rockets, assuming they win. Who are they playing? God, this is getting interesting at the end. Rockets, Suns tomorrow. Suns at home. A lot to play for. That's a big game. Gonna maybe keep an eye on that one. So let's just say the Rockets pull one out in Phoenix. That will... let me go back here. That's going to put them at 50-29. The Lakers are going to lose to the Thunder, and they'll be 50-29. I don't know the tiebreaker there, but that literally means the Lakers drop from 3rd to 5th. Then they're 3 games back of 6th. Can they lose that many? No, I don't think so. So the Lakers are either playing for 4th or 5th, in my opinion. It's deceiving because the Lakers are actually in 3rd until they lose their next game. As long as they win, they will be in 3rd. But since Denver has played 1 more game and has 1 more win, that shows them a half game ahead. I'm glad you know how that looks. Man, it's going to be so nice to look at that W10 and then W11 and then W12. Why? Because the Thunder are going to sit there, guys. Although beating the Thunder's 3rd string is still difficult. For some reason, they have 3 full-on fucking... I don't want to call them good teams because it's not good. I learned a lot tonight about watching Abdijah. We need to talk about Abdijah. That son of a bitch. Abdijah. But we have a lot to talk about anyway. let's get back to deciding. The Thunder are 3 games up with 3 to play. So Spurs are pretty much locked in. They're going to sit Wemby the rest of the year. Nuggets, hopefully they basically don't give a shit about their last 2 games. No, Spurs is our last game. The Thunder is second to last. And basically we got the Wolves. Or can we get the Suns? Can we get this? No, we can't get the Suns. They're 3 games back. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, they'd have to win out, and Minnesota would have to lose out. They still have 3 games. Let's see. 46 is 78. They have 4. And they have 4. They both have 4 games. So if the Suns win 4 and the Timberwolves lose 4, or if the Suns win 3 and lose 1 and Timberwolves lose 3 and win 1, and the Suns have the tiebreaker, they'll put in 6th. And we would play the Suns, which I would take the Suns over the Timberwolves. But I'm okay with the Timberwolves either way because we owe them a motherfucking bitch-slapping revenge tour from that bullshit that they pulled. And old Anthony Edwards, Mr. Face of the NBA himself, Jokic, hold my beer, and Jaden McDaniels are both hurt. And I don't give a fuck. I hate Jaden McDaniels with a passion. And he just seems like an entire piece of shit. Like, if a piece of shit took a pee and shit, he would be that piece of shit. The shit's shit. Or no, like, if a piece of shit fucked a piece of shit and got an STD, he'd be that piece of shit. Jaden McDaniels. Not gonna lie. Anthony Edwards, I don't know. He's got a little better personality. He's not super thug. He's super Atlanta thug, but he ain't freaking straight out of County McDaniels thug. But he's a dagger. He's a dagger. Speaking of daggers, Jokic missed one tonight to win the game. And let me tell you why. They worked a good play. They got it down to the right amount of time. Murray gets it into Jokic in the paint. And Jokic at that point, 9 times out of 10, you think he's going to go up with the shot and just bury the floater. He doesn't bury the floater. Why? Because he looks to pass. He knows, and he has literally a clock in his brain saying, hey, we got 3 seconds left. I can make one more pass. Let's go. AG, are you open? Oh, shit, you're not open. CB, you're not open. Okay, I got to take the shot. And off the back of the rim, off the front of the rim, tap in. The tap in to win would have been unbelievable, but we didn't get it. But all is right in the universe, in the Nuggets interconnected universe, when Denver dominates in overtime. Speaking of domination, ooh, I wonder if I can pull that up. The problem with the DMVR Nuggets is that their freaking shows are on a playlist, so. How are you not seeing this? The hell? Dude, why won't it show it? Did YouTube block this shit? Are you kidding me? Who's fucking doing this? You don't let me show it.
It up, baby. What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge.
Okay, here we go.
Unbelievable Winners Lounge tonight as the Nuggets get an incredible comeback win in the clutch over the red hot Portland Trailblazers. We are presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app. Use the code DMVR365 to deposit $10. Place a bet of $5. Get $200 in bonus bets. We're also in the Toyota Winners Lounge. Driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR.
So
Another game, another overtime win, another comeback win.
Super chats.
Steak for a random Wednesday against Memphis.
Oh my God, you're right.
I just did not think they were capable of doing this, man.
80 kg Costco chicken should be a crime not voting Yoke MVP. Make it a law. As? Thank God we're in overtime. 17-6-7 plus 25.
Yeah, we're just reading the cue cards here.
Cam John, the man John. Go! Jinx it, but the first blank game win streak in the...
It's going to be a little tricky to find it, but I'll get you.
9% from 3. Some bullshit officiating. Sorry, write the report.
Yeah.
Thank God for challenges. Who's clutch now? Nuggets 2-0 versus teams that can field 8 players last 2 games. LFG.
Let's go. If you guys are enjoying the show right now, why don't you head over to the internet where you could watch us on YouTube,
Yeah, I think it's
as
right
opposed
after
to
this.
on a fast channel. You can watch us on a fast channel, though. It is nice.
Wadislav, Adelman has to figure out how to get the ball out of the opponent's hot hand. Val has stayed in
Read
winning
it.
streak soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, this got to be a typo.
Kyle M. Hey, wins.
He missed the last one. He comes back
You
and
know,
gives
Kyle-
Win this one?
My guy, man. You know, don't make me emotional.
I don't know about. Are we sure that's
on
the
tonight,
right Kyle?
Don't make me emotional. Take that 18th straight L in Denver.
Print is small. Let's just move on. I can't read that.
Maddox Otter, fakest 3-point shooting game I've ever seen, dude. Flaco Watts, some guys
There he
need
is.
a week.
That type of shooting performance.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
They
To
couldn't
overcome that type of shooting performance.
Yeah. Flaco Watts, some guys need a wheelbarrow to carry their balls.
Basketballs.
AG, we're in overtime.
Oh, yeah.
AG needs 2 wheelbarrows, 1 for each. 80% in the blue icon jerseys at home. Minnesota, San Antonio, OKC, Boston Parade.
That might be the path. That's a tough path right there, man.
Let's
Kyle
go
M.
on
Hey
parade.
D-line. So
This is a makeup.
This
This
is the
is a makeup.
Let's go on parade. Michael Malone gets a coaching job at the University of North Carolina, also known as North Kakalaka, also known as the place where his daughter plays volleyball. Oh yeah, now we got to go find that show. So let me pull up the win-loss chart. I have the jersey win rates updated with 3 games to go and a 9-game win streak. It's a beautiful streak. Fuck the Lakers. So the first win was against the Raptors. So we're gonna go to live and find the Raptors game. We beat Portlandia twice. Okay, I believe it's on this show where I say, "Hello, friends, welcome." And then they didn't get into Memphis till 5:30 in the morning. But like I said, it's home. So the only away game is the Jazz and the Suns. Oh, and then the last game against the Spurs. This is where I think I sorted it out by clicking on the Denver Nuggets. Denver wins against NC. The Blazers on Sunday. That is no lie. So that's 2-day, back to back, home and away and home, away and home, back to back. Fuck you. And then that should be it, right? Home. So the only away game is the Jazz and the Suns. Oh, and then the last game against the Spurs. I hope that game doesn't mean anything. Or if it does mean something, I hope we go in there and bitch slap them. Because remember, was it last year or the year before? Let's see. This is 26, 25, 26. So 24, 25, 23, 24, 22, 23 is when they won. Okay, so it might have been a couple years ago. 23-24. Denver needed one more win to tie their record. In San Antonio. And they were playing the lowly, last place San Antonio Spurs. And they lost on a last-second shot or something. It was ridiculous. So maybe we can get vengeance for that. But you only got 2 more road games. 3 more. So they're staying home for the weekend. Playing the Blazers at 3 p.m. on a Sunday. You know what that means. Is that an official matinee? 3 p.m. Denver doesn't do good on matinees. Blazers just went in and beat. I literally think they're going to lose every game. I've said that many times. I thought they were going to lose this game all night long until the fourth quarter when the Murray flurry hit. But playing an early game on Sunday against the Blazers. Come on, where are they at in the standings? We need to check them in the standings, but let's get through. Then they go to Phoenix, then back, and I'm jumping 5 seconds every other day. Talking about time between games. A couple of days rest to go to Utah, and then home against the Spurs might be a big game. Home against the Blazers, we got them one more time. Home against the Grizzlies, need a little revenge. Home against the Thunder, just slap Caruso in the face. Just literally walk out onto the court. Everyone pick a guy, walk up to him at the same time and slap them all. 5 slaps at one time. Bro, that's a good idea. I can't believe I didn't remember saying that. Start of the game, pregame. We're going to have 5 pregame technicals. Each player walks out onto the court and bitch slaps one of their guy from OKC. Just whack, 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 all at the same time. Bap, 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 bap. And they're like, what the hell? Oh, man. And then a little scrum breaks out. And then the refs are like, 5 technicals on Denver. OKC shoots 5 free throws. And then we get started. And nobody has any fouls. I think that's a beautiful tactic. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the only answer to violence is greater violence. And unfortunately, that's how OKC plays. They play violent. So you must match or exceed their violence. We've established that. And then they're like, okay, you guys are out. And then just forfeit the game and be like, okay, cool. Bye. Give everyone their money back. We're done. Because we're not playing this fucking molestation defense with the Thunder. Bullshit. And then on to San Antonio for the final game. When does the... Let's see. I feel like here is where I decide that we're going to win 10 or 12 straight. See, we got to go back to the standings. Or not. Standings, there we go. What do we see over here? I wanted to check. The Nets are in last. Oh, no, they're not. The Pacers are in last. 2 games behind the Nets. So you got 3 tanking teams in the East, and we don't play any of them. And then you got in the West, you have, the Blazers are in 8th. That's a problem. They're actually playing for something. Mm-hmm. They've won 3 in a row. Oh, shit. Well, look at Denver. We've won 2 in a row. Oh, no, 1. Mm-hmm. That's right, 1. This is the first, though. There it is. 10 straight win streak. Mark my words. There it is. We found it. It kind of threw us off because if we would have took care of business against Memphis, we'd be 3 straight. 3 straight would be great. But we still have room for a 10-game win streak before the end of the year. Now, explain this shit to me. Blue next to the Thunder. Okay, there we go. I found it. Let's take a look at the NBA.com world. And, of course, the Nuggets dig out of 18-point deficit, win 9th straight because they are on the back of Jokic. I don't care about fucking Knicks. Go back. There we go. Jokic puts up 35-point triple-double in the Denver win. Only 1 seed is clinched with 1 week left. Wait. only one seed is clinched? What does that mean? OKC is clinched the first? 19 of 20 postseason teams have yet to clinch their seed. Because San Antonio is not... Oh, it must be Detroit is the only one, right? Let's see what they say. The final week of the 25-26 regular season is here, and only one postseason has been clinched with the Detroit Pistons locked into the number 1 seed in the East. There you go. That's because OKC... Oh, this is cool. It shows the options. Yeah, I kind of see Boston as the 2. They could drop to the 3. Denver can get as high as 3 and as low as 5. That's crazy. Whoever comes up with these graphics is... What a job. The seeding possibilities. Minnesota could tank out to the play-in. That would be funnier than shit. Yeah, because if you drop to 7th, you're not going to make it to 6th. 7 plays 8 at home, and they have to win to get the 7th seed. And then if they lose, they have to win to get the 8th seed. Which I wouldn't be sad about that. Put Phoenix in the 6. Denver in 3. OKC battles Minnesota, who ends up in 8th. Or even the Clippers. The Clippers or Minnesota would chink off take a few chunks out of the armor of OKC, we'll say. And then the 4 seed would be maybe the Rockets would come out of that. They're not going to do much to OKC, I don't think. My guess is OKC is going to be pretty fresh in the WCF, Western Conference Finals. But the San Antonio Spurs. See, when are they going to clinch? Because we got to go back to that other one. What do we decide? There are 3 games left for the Spurs and 4 against the Thunder. If the Thunder win tomorrow, will they clinch the 1 seed? Let's figure it out. The Spurs have the tiebreaker, so the Thunder would still have 3 games left. The Spurs would still have 3 games left, and they would be 3 games back, and they have the tiebreaker, so they wouldn't clinch yet. Guess when they're going to clinch? The next game. This is important. The Clippers. So they got to beat the Lakers in LA and beat the Clippers in LA. To get, at that point, they would clinch the 1. And then they play Denver. Let's go, OKC. It's crazy. I figured I would never root for OKC. But against the Lakers, sure. Against the Clippers, I'd much rather see the Clippers. I'd much rather see anyone beat OKC. However, we need them to win those 2 so that they would be in first. Now, if San Antonio throws a game, which would be possible or not? Maybe the Blazers come to play. Maybe if the Blazers come to play tomorrow and Wemby's out, they probably shouldn't have a hard time at home with the Blazers or the Mavericks. So basically, if the Spurs win out, OKC has to lose 2 games? Or is it all 3? Or 3 games? Oh my God, now I've confused myself. I'm pretty sure the first thing I said was correct, which is if OKC wins the next 2, against the Lakers and the Clippers, then they will be 64-16 with 2 games to play. Say the Spurs win at 61-19 with 2 games to play, they would be 3 games back. That's where it would end right there for them. So OKC has to win 2, or the Spurs have to lose 1. And then it just lines up perfect for them to sit their team on the Thunder second to last game and the Spurs last game. Nuggets win out 12 straight. They go into the playoffs having won 12 straight, playing the lowly Timberwolves or Suns. It's going to be beautiful. When you thought this season was over, like 12 times, when every single player was getting hurt and every person was dropping like flies, you're thinking Denver's going to drop to the freaking play-in. There was a point where we were like, after the All-Star break, Denver's going to drop into the play-in. Are they even going to make the playoffs? Doesn't matter anyway. No seed lower than the 3 seed has ever won the championship in like 29 years or whatever it is. And then you see reality set itself right. I'm telling you, there was something about this Easter. There was something about this Easter when a switch flipped in my world that I see. Things are going to go well. Now, it's probably bigger than just the Nuggets, but I think the Nuggets are a part of that. Because they did win against San Antonio the night before Easter, right? Yeah, I call it Good Friday, Nuggets Saturday, Resurrection Sunday, Easter Sunday. The Nuggets winning. It's like Jesus defeating death in the grave. The Nuggets defeat Wimby, the alien. And all things are right in the universe. And now Denver comes in as the 3 seed. And they take the toughest road ever. Maybe not the toughest road ever, but one of the toughest roads ever. You got defending champions, the upstart future champions, San Antonio, Minnesota, the team that knocked you out, and Boston, 1 year removed champion, right? Who did OKC beat? Oh, they beat the Pacers, didn't they? So, yeah, OKC won the last one, Boston won the one before, and Denver won the one before that. So if Denver walks through revenge on Minnesota, defeating the upstart Wimby young San Antonio Spurs, dismantling the defending champions, OKC in the Western Conference Finals, and dismantling the year before champions, Boston Celtics and Joe Mazzulla. That'll be a tough battle, because the problem with the freaking Celtics is that even when they play in Denver, there's like more Celtics fans. It's so retarded. Can't stand it. I mean, I don't hate them nearly as much as the Lakers, but it might be better to have Detroit. I don't know which team would match up better, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Interesting. All right, let's talk about Avdija. So what I learned tonight about Dini Avdija is that he sucks. And as much as I hate Shea and Luka as foul merchants, Avdija like seemed to wrote the book. Like he's so much worse. Like he doesn't make shots. I don't know. What did he shoot? Let's see. Here we go. Avdija. They have him listed first. Are you kidding me? He had 26 points? That's funny. He was a minus 15. Kamara. Are you fucking kidding me? Kamara. 8 of 13? I thought he had 9. They said he had 9. Ooh, they might have taken one away. No, they couldn't do that. That's fucked up. I could have sworn they said he had 9. Whatever. 5 of 12. Drew Holiday. Are you kidding me? Who spells Drew with a J? Drew Mama. I mean, they literally had everybody making threes. Thibault, 4 of 6. Scoot Henderson, 4 of 8. 5 of 12. 3 of 6. 8 of 13. Avdija's the only one that missed. He's literally the only one besides Cisco that took 1. And Kamara should have shot way better because I thought he had 9 and 2 of them were like last second grenades at the end of the shot clock. Avdija had 14 free throws. Go fuck yourself, dude. Hit 13 of 14 free throws. Half of his points came from free throws. I honestly felt like he had 15 points. Because I remember him missing every 3, and he didn't make a whole lot of shots, right? Let's see, what did he make? 5 of 9? 55% from the field. Okay, not terrible. And 2-pointers. But 16.7% in 3-pointers. 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 turnovers. Meh. Yeah, he did have a lot of turnovers. And 3 fouls. Kamara fouling out was the greatest thing ever. Ooh, I'm not even showing you this. In case you guys want to see it. Yeah, I can't even stand Kamara. I can tell you this. I stand them a lot better, the Denver won, than if they lost. Let's see. So, how many guys did we play? Uh-oh, we only played 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hardaway kind of checked out tonight for some reason. He was a minus 24. What the fuck, Hardaway? Yeah, he was bad. Like, what was his deal? The MVR guy said that where did he go to college? Was the college game his problem? Tim Hardaway Jr. College. Michigan. So Michigan wins the NCAA championship tonight. So he was distracted with the game. I knew it. Let's see. Let's ask Rock how many times Michigan has won the NCAA championship. How many times has the University of Michigan won the NCAA championship for basketball in the men's division?
Checking Michigan's men's basketball titles real quick. The University of Michigan men's basketball team has won the NCAA championship twice, in 1989 and just last night, 2026. They beat UConn 69-63 in the final. Before that, it was only the one title back in 89 against Seton Hall. So yeah, 2 total. Pretty big night for the Wolverines.
Well, that explains it. Do a little research, and we find out that Hardaway was distracted and made 1 3-pointer. It was a big 3. 1 of 5. He was a 24 minus. I cannot believe that. That's insane. And what did Julian do? Because we like Julian. as we call him, the shit. Literally live TV, and I have a fucking cramp. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry. God, I hate it when that happens. I need to drink more water, less Coke, and not pretend I'm 15 when I'm 50. Oh, that was bad. That's a hammy cramp. Where were we? Oh, yeah, Julian, as we say, the best Jew since Jesus. He was a -4, though. Bruce was a -3. Valanciunas was a flat 0. That's cool. Valanciunas had 14 points. Strother only having 11. Bruce only 6. Jamal with 20. How did he end up with 20? I feel like he didn't have anything. You know what's crazy is the fucking free throws. Denver had 24 free throw attempts and made 21 for 87.5. And what did these guys have? 28? 23 of 28 for 82. So they had 4 more free throws? What? I mean, it's basically Avdija had 14. Jokic, who got murdered, had 4 free throws. And I feel like, yeah, that was 2 on the way to the basket fouls. So Jokic had 31 attempts, field goal attempts, and 2 fouls. Avdija has 15 field goal attempts. If you don't know math, that's half, less than half of what Jokic had. And he had nearly 5 times, or 5 times more, nearly 3.5 times as many free throws. Uh-oh, we got one coming on the right leg. Good night. I need some water. Some salts. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. It's like you want to complain about the refs, but what the fuck, dude? Nobody was getting calls going to the rim. And that chick ref, oh my God. 2 coaches challenge, overturn. I don't know how many times she's going to have to get it wrong before she gets a new fucking job. So Jokic was only 1 of 5 from 3, but 4-4, 7 defensive. 35, 14, and 13 with 5 steals and 2 blocks. 6 turnovers. Yes, he did have turnovers. Cam John, the man John, and Bruce Brown had 5 fouls. Murray had 4 early. 23 from AG. I didn't even know he had that many. Cam John was 17, 6, and 7. That's a solid stat line right there. 37 minutes. Jokic 43 minutes. AG was on a minutes restriction. 31 apparently. Maul and Brown 38, 39, 40. Okay, well, it looks like our playoff rotation is coming into form. 8 or 9, 8 or 9, 8 or 9. How frustrating would it be to be one of the last 6 guys in the back? That's got to be tough. Like during the year, it was cool because I don't want to say cool because of all the injuries, but it was cool to see everyone play and everyone kind of get a little better and have their little moments, especially Hunter against Philadelphia. We'll never forget you, Hunter. Hunter. I know you're sitting at home, unemployed, watching this. I just want to thank you for your time in the NBA for the Denver Nuggets, and I hope you got paid enough to put a little aside. Take a year off. You probably didn't even get that. All right, so what do we got to do? Well, I got to go to bed. And we also need to figure out what the next show will be. Oh, Memphis, Wednesday. What time? Memphis, Wednesday, what time? $7 p, and 6:30 p. All beautiful times. So if I had to change anything about the NBA, I would shorten the season to 75 games. And have 75 might make it odd. 76. Let's go with 76 since I was born in 76 and, you know, America's born in 76 and this year's 26, which is 250 years, and 76 is, yeah. So 76 games, no back-to-backs ever. Lengthen the season if you have to. Start it earlier. No back-to-backs. Just every other day or every 2 days. Every 2 to 3 days. And no games before 5 o'clock local time. No games. Matter of fact, 90% of the games should be at 7 o'clock local time. We don't need day games. We don't need day games. So, a little yawn there. Thank you for joining me here on the Little Nugget Show down in the basement. The lowly old gold mine basement. The great state of Colorado watching the Denver Nuggets take care of the Portland. Is that my mic or is that my headphones? Are these freaking things acting up again? Check, check. Anyway, thank you for joining us down here in the gold mine where we mine the nuggets of wisdom and insight from the wins, only wins now, of the Denver Nuggets. And we are looking so forward to the playoffs. And we don't even know when they start, do they? I think they get a week off if they are not in the plan. So the playoffs are going to be fun, not going to lie. Actually, the playoffs start. I'm just thinking about my track season here. We're maybe halfway through the track season. And by the time the playoffs start and get to the second round, the school year will be over. The third round. Because then in June is the championship and that school ends in May, I assume, or June. Weird. It's going to be a wild couple of months here. Let's go Nuggets. See you Wednesday, 11 p.m. Unless they go to overtime, then I'll push it back to 11:30 like we did tonight. Thank you for watching. Leave a fucking comment. Fucking subscribe. And give it a like. Please. Thank you. Where am I?